gentlemen, on behalf of SBM Tour and Travel, I would like to welcome you all to Indonesia. Before we start, allow me to introduce myself first. My name is Chelsea, and I'll be your tour guide for today. And we have our crew, Mr. Hakim as our driver, and Mr. Mpik as our driver, and Mr. Hakim as our co-driver. So now we're heading to the beautiful miniature park of Indonesia, or also known as Taman Mini Indonesia Indah. Taman Mini Indonesia Indah is a cultural park opened in the past 1975. It is open to showcase the variety of heritage in Indonesia. It has 34 pavilions. Each of them represent each of provinces in Indonesia. It also has many places like a museum. It has traditional performances and bird parks and many others. It also has cable car that will give us scenic views there. Let's move to Indonesia. Indonesia is the largest archipelago country in the world, with more than 17,500 islands. Indonesia has 5 main big islands. There are Sumatra, Java, Kalimantan, Sulawesi, or also known as Celebes, and Papua. Indonesia is divided into 3 local time zones, such as Western Indonesian time, Central Indonesian time, and Eastern Indonesian time. Here in Jakarta itself, we use Western Indonesian time, and it is 7:26. So please adjust your watches. As a tropical country, Indonesia has 2 seasons, such as dry season and rainy season. And currently, we're in rainy season, so please prepare a folded umbrella in your bags in case there is rain. The rainy season starts from November till March, while dry season from April until October. Indonesia has more than 280 million citizens. That's why we are so various. Indonesia has 6 official religions, such as Catholic, Muslim, Jew, Christian, Hinduist, and Buddhist. This is the national flag of Indonesia. It's called Sangsaka Merah Putih. It only has 2 colors, such as red and the red color represents the braveness of Indonesian citizen, while the white color represents the pureness and holiness of Indonesian citizens. Now this is the national ideology of Indonesia. It's called Burung Garuda. Burung Garuda is actually a mythical bird. It has a shield in the middle of the bird. It is the 5 symbol of Pancasila, or the 5 basic rules of Indonesia. In the Garuda bird, it holds a white ribbon written Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, or it means unity and diversity. The Garuda bird has its own meaning. The wings of Garuda bird has 17 wings that represent the date of Indonesian Independence Day, while the tail of the Garuda bird has 8 feathers. It represents the month of Indonesian Independence Day, which is August, or the 8th month of the year. And its neck has 45 feathers that represents the year of Indonesian Independence Day, 1945.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of SBM Tour and Travel, I would like to say selamat pagi dan selamat datang di Jakarta. It is our common greeting to greet you, which means good morning and welcome to Jakarta. First of all, I would like to tell you my name. So I'm Michelle Susanto, and you can call me Michelle. I will be your guide for the rest of the day. And on my left side, there is Pak Mpik as our driver, and on my right side, there is Pak Akim as our co-driver. Our itinerary today is to Taman Mini Indonesia Indah, which is located in East Jakarta, or we can also call it as the Beautiful Indonesia Miniature Park in English. So, I'll be describing about this route in Jakarta. First of all, there is nasi uduk. So the components of nasi uduk, there's like white rice at the center of it, and then there are of course side dish, and the main side dish is usually fried chicken, and then there is like cucumbers, stir-fried vegetables, and then omelets, and many other stuff. And then I would also recommend you soto Betawi. I think it's really yummy, and what makes it different from the other soto in Indonesia? Well, because soto Betawi use a milk in the soup. And the other components is there's like beef, tomatoes, and then sliced potatoes, fried onion, celery, and other stuff. And then at the bottom, and here we have kerak telur. Kerak telur, usually you can find it at the side of the road, and it's pretty cheap. So the components are like duck eggs, and then fried onion, also fried shredded coconut, or you can call it as rundeng in Indonesia. And then there is also dried shrimp and some other stuff. The last one, there's also asinan Betawi. So, asinan Betawi component is like white tofu, and then bean sprouts, peanuts, and then also lettuce and some other stuff. And this is the MRT construction that is happening right now in Jakarta. So this will the route will be from Bundaran HI to Kota Tua. Next, well, you might be wondering like how could you travel around Jakarta? So this is some transportation from the traditional one until the modern one. This is one of the most traditional transportation that you could find in Jakarta, but you rarely see it right now. So it's basically called as beca. This is a three-wheeled vehicle. So like there's two wheels at the front of it, and then one wheel at the back. So the driver is using like something that like looks like a bicycle that he pedals, and then you sit at the front of the driver. So usually it could fit like 2 adults or 2 adults plus 1 child. Next, there is bajai. So bajai is also a three-wheeled vehicle, but the one wheel is at the front and 2 wheels is at the back. So the price of bajai is quite pricey, but of course you could try it because it's like you cannot find it in any other country. Even in Indonesia itself, it's pretty rarely found. Like there's only in 3 cities, which is in Jakarta, and then Banjarmasin, as well as Pekanbaru. Bajai, the driver sits at the front, so it's not really traditional because it's already started to use a machine. Next, this is an online transportation that you could find at the road. Like even at your right side and your left side right now, there is Gojek. So the most popular online transportation in Jakarta is Gojek, Grab, and also Maxim. So online transportation is the most used transportation in Jakarta because it is really efficient. Like you don't have to wait for it to pass by. Like you could just download it on your phone and then you order it. And of course there are a lot of vouchers and discounts from the applications itself, and it is quite cheap because like the prices is different according to the distance, so it would be fair enough. Next, this is angkot. So angkot stands for angkutan kota, and the price of angkot itself usually between 6,000 until 7,000 rupiah. It depends on the driver actually, and every if it's a different angkot, the route is also different. So make sure you ride in the right angkot. So angkot is like a mini bus actually, and it's a public transportation. So you use it with other people. Next, this is Jaklingko and also Transjakarta. So at the top of the picture, this is Jaklingko. Jaklingko is basically pretty similar to angkot. It's like a mini bus, but for Jaklingko, it's like more modern and more convenient. Like you pay Jaklingko only with its card that you only buy at first, and then the next time you ride Jaklingko, it's free. Next, there is Transjakarta. So actually in Transjakarta, you could also use Jaklingko card to pay it, but you could also use other payments with other cards, or even you could pay with online transaction that I will tell you later. And this is a bus, so of course it's a public transportation, and the prices itself is only 3,500 rupiah per ride.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of SBM Tour and Travel, I would like to welcome you all to Indonesia and Jakarta. And I would like to say thank you because choosing our service. Okay, first I will introduce myself and my crew. My name is Terry, or you can call me Mr. Terry. And our driver, you can see in my right side is Bapak Pik, and in my left side is Bapak Kim as our driver. So first, this is our president. It's Mr. Prabowo Subianto, and the vice president is Mr. Gibran Raka Buming Raka. Okay, and this is the local currency that we use. It's rupiah. It's the first one is 1,000 rupiah, 2,000 rupiah, 5,000 rupiah, and 10,000 rupiah, 20,000 rupiah, 50,000 rupiah, and the special edition is 75,000 rupiah, and the last one is 100,000 rupiah. So if you wonder, $1 now is equal 15,000 rupiah. And also we have a coin. It's 100 cents, 200 cents, 500 cents, and 1,000 rupiah. Okay, and this is our traditional food. It's kerak telur. So it's made out of duck egg or chicken egg, and with glutinous rice. So you can add some shallot, fried shallot, and shredded coconut. And some of other version use AB. And next, this is roti buaya. So basically, this is it's a normal bread. Use flour, butter, and that stuff. So, but the shape is look like a crocodile, and we eat this with a chocolate and white chocolate. And this is kue tete from Betawi or Jakarta, and this is the green one. So we use serupine, and we use vanilla. Or you can use my vanilla instead if you want. Yeah, and this is from Betawi. And this is another version from Chinese. It's also kue tete. And I have a question for you. Would you rather tete from Betawi or tete from Chinese? Chinese. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's more chewy and more sweeter. Like me. Okay. If you wonder what tete means, it means boobs. Yeah, it's very nice. If you want tete to look tete, you can ask my number and I will bring you to the place. I mean the food. Okay, and this is Kyongmas. So we are going to Taman Mini. So in Taman Mini there are so many attractions like Kyongmas. So this is a theater so you can watch a film, documentary film, and the urban legend film. And in Taman Mini, there's so many attractions that you can try, like paragliding, and you can rent a bike or rent electric motorcycle. And if you go to Taman Mini, it's very cheap. It's only cost 35,000 rupiah for one people. And that's it. I think that's I can explain for you today. Thank you very much for choosing our service, and might be we meet again in the future.
T+7 or Western Indonesian time. Gen T+8 is Central Indonesian time. Gen T+9 is Eastern Indonesian time. And we use Bahasa for our language. And this is the map of Indonesia. Indonesia has 17,000 islands. And Indonesia has 5 main islands. There is Sumatra, Borneo, Celebes, Papua, and Java. Indonesia has 2 seasons. There is dry season and rainy season. Dry season is starts from April until October. Rainy season is starts from November until March. Indonesia has 6 religions. The first is Confucianism, Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, Hindu, and Catholic. And this is the flag of Indonesia. There is 2 colors, red and white. Red, it means brave. White, it means holidays. And this is the symbol of Indonesia, namely Pancasila. Pancasila is depicted by burung Garuda, and as you can see on the chest there is 5 symbols, and the symbol has motto, namely Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, or it means unity and diversity.
Now these are the religions that exist in our country, Indonesia. There are 6 religions. They are Catholic, Muslim, Confucian, Christian, Hinduism, and Buddhism. The majority of our people have Muslim as their religion, with the second most being Christian. Now, this is our current president and vice president. Our president is called Mr. Prabowo, and our vice president is Mr. Gibran. They were just elected last month, so some of you may be wondering why Jokowi is not the president, because now there is a new president. This is the current governor. He is a temporary governor. His name is Teguh Setiabudi. He is temporary because there will be elections to choose the new governor. But for now, he will be the current governor.
Lastly, we have Lepon. Lepon is one of Indonesian traditional desserts. It is made out of glutinous flour that is covered with shredded coconut, and the inside there is brown sugar. So when you bite into it, it will burst. Now this is the MRT construction. The MRT construction is starting from Bundaran HI through Ancol, but now it's from Bundaran HI through Kota Tua first. This is one of our public transportation that you can use. Other public transportation are like commuter line or Ojek Online, Transjakarta, or MRT and LRT. For Transjakarta, you can see on your right side there are a big bus with blue colors. For Transjakarta, you can pay with cash or you can top up with card. The card you can buy on the station. You can go around Jakarta with only the price of 3,500 rupiah as long as you don't leave the station. Then we have IRL. IRL is a train. The payment method is similar to Transjakarta. You can pay with card that you can top up in like mini markets or convenience store, or you can buy a card in the station too. The price starts around 3,000 to 10,000 rupiah. Then we have LRT. LRT is similar to KRL, but LRT uses the road on top, and LRT is more expensive than KRL. Then we have Gojek. Gojek is the most famous public transportation that we use around here. If you see on your left and right, the people wearing pink jacket or green helmets, that is Gojek or Grab. You can order it via your phone. You can order motorcycle or car. For the payment method, you can pay from your phone or you can pay with cash. For the price, it starts from 2,000 rupiah per kilometer for motorcycle, and for car you can pay from 5,000 rupiah per kilometers. And lastly, we have the traditional transportation, which is bajai. Bajai is a three-wheeled vehicle with one wheel being in the front and two wheels in the back. For the bajai price, you can negotiate with the driver, and you don't really see bajai around because it's a traditional transportation that is not really used right now. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoy your tour in Taman Mini Indonesia, and I hope to see you guys next time with SBM Tour and Travel for your holiday. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Common People House in Bengkulu.
My name is Alvira.
My name is Persitas, and we will be your tour guide for today.
Let's go up. This is the balcony. Many of the common people sit in here for looking outside. There are windows for ventilation to in. This is a living room in common people house. They can drink coffee or tea. This is parents' room or master room. It's basically a bedroom. It has closet and bed, mirror for maybe doing a makeup or something, and this is a window for the ventilation come in.
Boys' room, or usually the middle room, or in Bengkulu is kamar anak bujang. Inside of this is usually where single boys, if you have a son, they usually sleep here. Mostly inside of this, there's obviously a bed, a wardrobe, and then we have an antique wardrobe where you can store some stuff here, and then some vanity. And over here, this is the girls' room. If you have a daughter, commonly in Bengkulu, daughters, you have to sit in this room. And this room is the closest to the master bedroom or the parents' room because it's easier for them to supervise the girls. And the inside is almost the same as the little boys' room too. And this is the kitchen where the people usually eat. It's not much, only the dining table where the people, mostly families or guests, can eat here together. They also have some wardrobe when you could put some silverware or the kitchen stuff supplies, and this is also where you can put other supplies too. And over here, this is supposed to be the kitchen, but there's not really furniture. And you see, this is usually where people put their stove or anything. And on the side is a side, kind of like sidewalk, but people can look at the outside. As you can see there, it's like that. There is the example of where you put the kitchen and stuff. And there is a kantor post office post for they work in there. That is all from us. Thank you for listening.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Taman Indonesia Indah. So I want to tell you something about Bengkulu. And now we are in Bengkulu's pavilion. And this is a house of the nobility. And this is Tabot. Tabot is the death of Nabi Muhammad Hussein the Child. Okay, this is the Muko-Muko, one of the district in Bengkulu. And Muko-Muko have a unique characteristic of the batik motif. It was a championship in Deklarasda. And this is a money jambar for a wedding reception.
So welcome ladies and gentlemen. So we're now in the South Bengkulu area. So here is the grooms and the bride and here also have the bridal room equipment. There are 7 layers of mosquito net, bridal couple and equipment. Mahar, jambar uang, it's like a picture of money. Then sampiran, serano betel. Serano betel is like some thing to put siri, some kind of siri and their equipment. Then pahar and paper flowers. So if you're wondering what is pahar, pahar means like food that the groom gave to the bride.
There will be like a traditional dance, which is Tari Kejai, and this is the traditional outfit for Tari Kejai. And Tari Kejai is basically just like every other traditional dances. They're only showcased in important events, and they usually use like traditional music as their like background. So ladies and gentlemen, as my friends have previously presented before, this is Bengkulu Tengah Regency. So almost all of the regencies have the same attire in them, but with this one there's a uniqueness to it. There is these chairs in front. These are kursi bersanding, and they are used to show off the bride and groom after they've done their marriage procession. And inside, it's mostly the same as the other regencies. They have the bride and groom, of course, in their marriage attire, their pahar and mahar. Pahar is the food for the select people to eat, and mahar is to place the rings in. And then they also have paper flowers as decorations, sarano siri, to put siri leaves in. And they also have kelambu 7 lapis, like the other regencies, to symbolize the sacredness of the marriage.
This is a takuluk and baju kurung for the woman, and this is a taluk belangu for the man. So this is a tari rangguk. Tari rangguk is a traditional dance from Kerinci Regency. So the word rangguk is came from two words
combined into one. So, uhang means people and ngangguk means not.
This is Pelaminan Putra Retno, the typical Jambi of wedding stage. The typical wedding of Jambi stage is have 7 levels for kings. Why 7 levels? Because the people of the past interpreted Malay with Islamic law and Islamic logistic. For the noble people is 5 levels, and for the ordinary people is 3 levels. The wedding stage is the sitting position of the man is cross-legged, and the color of these stairs has a meaning too. Black, which means strength, yellow, which means justice, and red, which means bravery. This is include with Malay Islamic tradition.
And now we are in Ruang Laren. Ruang Laren is a room for receiving female guests and reciting the Quran. And also there are several for the typical Jambi music instrument like kromong, gendang, and accordion. Now we are in here. This is a room for the people who want to eating like lunch, breakfast, or dinner. And this is a room for the young girls who want to play or make batik, kain songket, and sarong.
Okay, so this is the traditional clothes from West Punjab. Overall, it seems like East Punjab, but they are different because the colors and the accessories. So the yellow colors in here, it's mean in Jambi and Malay tradition, it's mean glory, majesty, purity, and splendor. And for this, the last traditional clothes in Jambi is traditional clothes from Sungai Penuh City. These traditional clothes holding to weddings like ceremonies traditional and other activities to traditional ceremonies. The characteristic of these traditional clothes is the head coverings and the combination of the colors, they are black and purple colors. Okay, so that's all about Anjungan Jambi. Thank you for visiting Anjungan Jambi and have a nice day.
Welcome to Anjungan Riau. So, me and my team will explain about Anjungan Riau. So, this is a traditional house from Riau province, representing Riau Province. Every city has a traditional house. This is from Indragiri Hilir. This is from Bengkalis. This is traditional house from Indragiri Hulu. This is from Kampar and Pekanbaru.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this one is the example of the household tools back then when the Riau people or Melayunis use. The first one, we have the baking mold or cake mold. The first one, we have bikang mold, and then the second one, we have cookies mold. It is some cake or traditional cake back then when the Riau people often make.
And then right here, it is some kind of plate. The first one we have the fruit plate, and then the second one we have the food plate, like the general food plate to use. And then right here we have some tools also where the Malayans people used to use. The first one we have the tissue place where they put some tissue there, and then this one is the place for the candle, and then also this one some bowl where the Malayans people used to use, and then also this one some lamp, traditional lamp. And then right here, this one is place for the Malayans people to make a cake also. The first one we have the cake mold, and then the second one we have a place for them to use the coconut cream, and then this one is a place for them to make a rice. And then, ladies and gentlemen, right now there is also some kind of Bible, so it's Muslim Bible back then, where the Malayans people used to read, and then this Bible was written by hand.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you about this diorama right now. So this is the diorama of the Malayus people life in Riau in the past. So they live in the coast, they fish and cook and eat the fish that they catch. Next.
Ladies and gentlemen, over here we have some wedding attires. Here is the scarf that we use like this, and there is also some headpieces and accessories. And here is also a jewelry box to put all of the jewelries in. And over here we have a bunch of the traditional music instruments. Yeah, a lot of them are similar to the ones that are from Jakarta, but these are the ones from Riau, and it's Riau's music instruments. And over here we have some fabric that are made in Riau. And here is a tiger, a Riau's tiger, and it is a real tiger. Like here you can see like the little stitches that they use to stitch the fur. But they actually took out the insides of the stomach so that the tiger doesn't rot. And over here we have Gurindam 12. It is called Gurindam 12. It has a lot of articles inside, but one of them is actually about finding a friend that can be your medicine, like a friend that don't go away when you're having a hard time, like the friend that helps you during your hard time and also celebrates your happy time together with you. That's all. Thank you.
Morning everyone. So how are you doing today? So today me and my friends will talk about South Sumatra. This is the area full of South Sumatra traditional house, traditional clothes, and a lot of that. I will tell you a little bit about historical chronology about Sumatra Selatan. Okay. Before we came inside the Lima's house or everything house, we need to take off the shoes and we can go inside. Limas. Rumah Limas is classified by the floor, like the front floor, the lower floor is for like general or public who wants to meet the Sultan and the royal, while the higher one is for the royal who wants to meet another royal or Sultan. And in my left side there is South Sumatra's traditional instrument named gong. Previously, gong was used for a communication media, like when the gong is struck, it means there's some announcement it's made and the people will gather all together. And in the right side, we have a traditional clothing from Oku Regency named Kumaulu. Kumaulu is known for its unique color, unique motif, and unique pattern. And also the red one is represent courage, and the gold thread is represent the successful. It's also a combination of two tribes, it's Daya tribe and Ogan tribe. And next on, since this is a living room that we welcoming a guest, as you can see, this is a gold cupboard. Inside there are many cloth songket. I will give you some information about cloth songket later because we must move in here first. This is a traditional clothes from South Sumatra, especially from Regency Lahat. And men's clothes consist to black blazer, black trousers, cloth songket, and a shirt for inner layer. And for women's consists baju kurung from bludru, songket shawl, songket cloth, and gold pad. And in the hair, there is a chignon and hairpin.
Okay, there are a lot of traditional clothes at South Sumatra, and if you can see here, this is a traditional clothes that are modern year to year. And here is an example. This is the bridal costume, namely ASEAN Gede. This is the bridal costume also called ASEAN Paksangko from Palembang City. And if you can take a look a little closer to this bridal room can only be entered for a man or a woman that has already married.
So this is tradition wedding. This is, as you can see, this is a bersama, traditional clothing wedding. You can see for the man, this is at the bottom you can see songket, which is like sarung, and bridal clothing is made of red velvet because the color made like red velvet. If you can see at the top,
This is Ampera Bridge. Ampera Bridge is the most iconic bridge in the Palembang. Okay, now we are going to this. If you can see, there are two animals with black and white skin. They are called tapir. Tapir is the typical animal in South Sumatra.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we're right on the last house of South Sumatra. This is called Rumah Apung, like a floating house. This house was one of the oldest house of South Sumatra. This house made from bamboo and wood. Then with a plank for the floor. For the support, there's we call it lanting. Lanting is a bamboo, like 100 bamboo that tied together. Like this small house, we need 7 lanting minimum. In the past, this house used for visitors like sailors and traders. Because the Sultan of Palembang don't give a permission for them to make a house on land. In the past, they also use this house for storage or for trading. I think that's for South Sumatra. Thank you.
Tapi jangan